Thanks for stopping by. I'd like to preface this video by saying it is not a knitting tutorial, but it means to have something playing in the background while you work on your own knitting project. If you're like me and really enjoy having something on while you work, sometimes the content you like is very visually engaging and you're several hours in and haven't gotten nearly as far along in your project as you would have liked to. So that's where I come in. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. You may have remembered Monday's video in which I mentioned toward the end that my sock needed to be 7 inches long before I could start doing my decreases to shape the toe, and it's the same day that I'm filming, different day that I'm uploading, but I did just measure it and it is at 7 inches. So I'm going to finish that round that I started on yesterday, today, and I'm gonna go ahead and start working on shaping the toe tonight. So yay, I'll have one sock done hopefully by the next day or so here and have the other one started. So you'll see that video soon. And I want to say that also in that video from yesterday / earlier today's filming, that it wasn't a spider that caught my eye. It's actually a little beetle bug that's crawling on my softbox light that is in the room here, because it keeps bouncing on the light, and I thought it was coming from above me, but it may have decided the light above was not good enough, but the one on the side here is just right. So as the title describes, we are going to be working on the Jolie Mimi Cardigan. Oh, this beetle is like freaking me out. We're going to be working on the Jolie Mimi Cardigan again. We are just inchworming our way through this project, but if you follow me on Instagram, you may have noticed that I was posting that I had been working on it off camera, just trying to get my knits and my purls, making some progress. I'm on the second ball now, so we're going to be doing that today. But before we begin, if you've been religiously watching my videos all the way through, God bless you. There was a time not very long ago that I mentioned that there was a puzzle that I saw at my old job that I was obsessed with, and I wanted to get it for my brother's fiance because she is obsessed with puzzles. And the clear one that I got her, she did that very quickly, but now it's like going to be a timed test for her to try to finish it and beat her time each time she does it. But when I was on eBay, I found the puzzle that I really liked and thought was like the craziest thing I've ever seen at my old job, and I found one that was brand new, still sealed, and here it is. Isn't this horrible? This is the puzzle. One big horrible circle. And it's 500 pieces. Purple Passion by Bits and Pieces. This puzzle, it's like vintage. It was made in 1991. I was a wee baby girl. I was like 2 years old, and 2 going on 3, probably 3 by that time when this puzzle was released. And there are still some available on eBay. As the time I'm speaking of this, there were other ones. Some of them were still new. Some of them had been used, but the pieces had been counted to confirm that everything was there. I'm just so happy that I was able to find one in good condition, new condition, and I'm just so excited to give her this next year, because this is not for Christmas. This is for her birthday for next year. So if you see this, the girl that I'm talking about, if you see this, you can't play this until next year. So you have to wait until next May to get this bad boy, because it's going to be at my house until then. So I'm letting her know right now, if she ever comes across my channel, that this gold mine here is going to have to wait. But I hope she is as upset at how hard it is as I am as excited to see her reaction of seeing this crazy puzzle, because I'm like, oh, if you like a puzzle and you like a challenge, try to find something like that's one color like this but we had it out and nobody ever wanted to rotate it out because we had puzzles, we had games for people while they were waiting to be helped, and like as de-stressors and things, and I saw this puzzle in our drawer and I'm like, why don't we have this one out? And one of my colleagues was like, every time we put that out, nobody ever plays it. And I'm like, I would. Like, I'm thinking selfishly, but I would love this puzzle, as horrible as it is. It's like the best kind of brain teaser, because it's like, you know you're good if you can do this puzzle, because this is a challenge. So yay! I'm so excited, so excited for her. I'm so excited to get like that phone call or that text like, hey, you are a horrible person, but like in a good way, because you know this. Who can say this isn't hard? It's all one color. Like, genius. I love it. And I love that it's old, like as old as a puzzle could be that's brand new in the box. Like, come on, this is craziness. And it wasn't, you would think it'd be exuberant price, but it was not crazy. At least for me, as like not a puzzle connoisseur, but a puzzle enthusiast, like an appreciator of puzzles, I would think this brand new in the box, as crazy a rare of a find it is, like, I'm surprised I didn't have to pay like $50 or something for it. Like, crazy. Anyway, so back to what we were going to do today. I just wanted to share that because I'm so excited to gift her that, because I love giving gifts and I love finding things that people that I know really like, and she loves puzzles, and I want to challenge her. I want to just keep giving her like one on top of the other of like crazy hard puzzles, so that she has to do them and appreciate the challenge of the puzzle. Like, puzzle, it's an art in itself. And speaking of puzzles, while I get this bad boy out here, see, we're further than we were the last time I showed you this on camera, but we're not quite there. This is a marathon. This isn't a race. Paws and Pearls needs to remember that. So let us go ahead and start. But as I mentioned, puzzles. I have a really cute puzzle of some one cat hanging out in a basket of yarn, and I got it at like the Calendar Puzzles and Games shop at my local mall, back when we could go to the mall and stuff. And it was on like 50% off sale because it was the end of the year and they were just trying to clear out inventory. And I bought that and I brought it home, and I showed you guys a while ago because I got some cards too, and I haven't done it yet. And I found out, if you guys remember as well, that I was talking about it would be really fun to do a live stream with you guys and work on the puzzle, and we just have like a fun little day where we do like a puzzle and talk and have it live. Well, there is a way for me to do it live. However, it does have to be either through my phone or through my computer using a webcam, and I need to have 75, or not 75, I need to have 1,000 subscribers, which is interesting because you need 1,000 subscribers to qualify for monetization as well. And you also need 400 hours of watch time in your account within a year. So within 12 months, you have to have 400 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers to be monetized, but you only need 1,000 subscribers to be able to do a live stream through YouTube. So, with that being said, I could, if I really wanted to, branch out to another platform and do like Twitch or something. I think is YouNow still? I've heard YouNow. Periscope, I think, is still a thing, maybe. If I wanted to do that and do a live that way. So I think you can do live on Instagram. I don't know. There might be some condition there too where you have to have like some clout or, you know, some kind of following to actually be considered for that. Don't know. But it's like, I kind of just want to keep it all on YouTube because this is what I'm here for, is YouTube, not any other thing besides Instagram, because there I can post pictures and you can't do that on YouTube. But, you know, videos on YouTube, pictures on Instagram, and leave it at that, and then not dabble in anything else. But if you're super, super interested in doing a live puzzle, we can, and I can check out, you know, what the pros and cons are of branching out into another platform to do that, if it's something you absolutely want. Otherwise, I am working on a time-lapse video of a knitting project, and I'm a third of the way through. Whoa, are you okay, buddy? This little beetle bug took a tumble onto the floor, and he's just crawling around. He's like a little guy. I'm not scared of him or her. They're not a threat. It's the spiders. It's the pinchy bugs. It's the ones that bite and leave a welt on my arm that I do not like. But that beetle is not going to do anything to me. But what was I saying? Something. Beetlebug took my train of thought from me. Oh yes, I'm doing a time lapse of another project, and I'm gonna post it as like a speed knit, so you just see like me doing really fast project start to finish. And I'm like, oh, if that's successful, maybe I could do the puzzle the same way. But it's just, you know, watching me put pieces of a puzzle together, so I don't know if that would be all that entertaining to you. So, you know, I do want to do this puzzle, and I could just, I mean, it's not saying I have to do it for you guys, but because it's knitting and it's cats, I thought, why not? You know, it's channel themed. Why not include you guys in the project with me? So it's kind of up to you what you guys are thinking, and then, you know, depending on what kind of feedback I get, maybe we'll go one of those routes. But, you know, I'm fine with doing a speed run puzzle where I just work on it on my own pace and speed up the footage so you see the puzzle start to finish, or I try to find another platform and we do some live segments where we just work on it and have just like a hangout session or something like that, where it's just us in the puzzle time. So let me know what you think. What are you thinking? So yep, it's not Saturday, it's Friday night. I had a half day of work. I took advantage of it by sleeping. And I did that Thursday too. I had a half day Thursday. At first I was going to perhaps do like a dinner Google meeting with a couple of my friends that I've had several other meetings with, and just hang out virtually and talk and stuff. But this Friday did not work for either of them, so we're probably going to do it next Friday, probably after I'm off of work, like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and just have some dinner and eat in front of my computer and talk to them and have a fun time. We'll see how it goes. But it was nice just sleeping. I haven't even had like a weird schedule, but it's been uncomfortably hot. I've been doing my best to sleep upstairs, like in a normal bed and not on the couch, just because it's cooler downstairs. And usually the heat doesn't bother, well, I lie. Heat bothers me when I'm doing stuff, but if I'm a bump on a log and I'm still as death, and my bedroom actually gets a lot better of a breeze than this room, because this room, I mentioned before, does not get any breeze, but the room right next to it, same plane, windows open, lovely breeze. Window open with a fan in it, great breeze. Window open, fan in the window, and ceiling fan on, fantastic breeze. But this room is like still, just still air. And it's horrible. And so usually, if I'm good, I'll go to bed in my bedroom. But my partner is also very, very affected by the heat and very uncomfortable in the heat. So they're tossing and turning, and I'm waking up, and then they're like starfishing on the bed where they're like, bleh. And then I'm like, I can't even turn over because there's no room for me, and the cats are in, the cats are out. Then we wake up, and the birds and the lawnmowers and the sun. The sun is coming in because we have the blinds open so that the fan is in the window and the air's coming in, and then my partner's like, it's too bright. So then they wake up and then they close the blinds, and it's this like like the blinds closing, and then I wake up and I'm like, heck, forget all this. I might as well just sleep on the couch because then I only need to wake up once, and that's when my alarm clock tells me it's time to wake up. And it's cooler down there. So it's like, it's so confusing. It's like the summertime is heck. But it's so much cooler downstairs. Even though my couch isn't like the most sleep appropriate of a place, it works for me. I'm the kind of person who can sleep, you know, anywhere as long as I can just go to sleep. So no interruptions, no crazy odd noises, just continuous steady noise. I'm fine. So sleeping downstairs isn't all that bad for me, but sometimes it's funny because I'll sleep upstairs, but then it'll get so bad and hot that my partner will wake up in the middle of the night and go sleep downstairs on the couch, but then they won't have a good night's rest. But then I end up waking up later and realizing that like I had the whole bed to myself, and I'm like, oh, I could have spread out some more because I'm just trying to make sure I don't roll over onto like an arm or a leg or something. So, you know, we have a full-size bed, by the way, or a double, I guess. You can call it a full or you can call it a double, but we do not have a queen size. So, and we're very much kind of like still living in our college dorm bed size life, but we just haven't. I mean, it's so funny because at one point I'm like, I don't want to get a queen size because all my sheets are full size, but I've used and abused my sheets so much that I've bought new sheets since having only full size that I'm like, I could easily just buy a few sets of queen and then get a new mattress and be probably probably I'm a lot more comfortable in my bed sharing it with somebody, but I just haven't yet. So, but plus we haven't had our mattress all that long, maybe like 5 years. So it's due, well no, probably like 4 years now. Close to 5. So it's one of those fancy like memory foam type thingies. So I don't think we have to replace it as often as you would like a normal spring mattress. So, you know, I'll look into it, but maybe when we get a new mattress, we'll just upgrade to a queen and call it good. But we'll see. Alright, here we are. We did one row. Most of that was just me gabbing about puzzles and my love of exciting people with puzzles. But we do have some progress. So it's not that I've abandoned this project. I took it downstairs to try to get as much done as I could. We're on our second ball. We have 2 more balls to go, so we're almost there. And that's just the back panel. We still have 2 for the sleeve and 2 for the other sleeve, and then we can seam everything together. So it's a work in progress, but we're getting there. We are getting there. So thank you so much for stopping by once again. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.